is yours.
Thank you. This Torah Fund party is to honor Dottie, Klein, and Ann Kupperman, who have been active sisterhood members and generous contributors to the Torah Fund for very many years. Jeff Markell is taking a video of us so that we can present Ann with a disc and a copy for Dottie too, for her collection of memorabilia. In the past week, I was able to spend several delightful hours with both Ann and Dottie. And I came away with a feeling that if I spoke all night, I couldn't really do them justice. For over 50 years, they've contributed to their time and talent to the synagogue that they both loved. Ann was sisterhood president from 1970 to 72, and Dottie, the Torah Fund chair during that time and for many years afterwards. On a side table upstairs, Dottie's Torah Fund pins are on display. There are about 50 of them. Ann has a similar collection, and these pins are tangible evidence of the equivalent of about 100 years of support for KTS. Mazel tov, Dottie and Ann.
Thank you.
In looking through the memorabilia that Ann gave me, I found an invitation from the then chair of Torah Fund, Dottie Klein, for a gala Torah Fund luncheon and musical entertainment. The entertainment was a skit acted and sung by the Bethel Sisterhood Players. I also found a note that Dottie wrote afterwards to Ann that was complimentary of her dancing and singing in that skit. Just use your imaginations there. But the story really begins in the 1950s when the Klein and Kupperman families, both with young children, moved to the South Orange area and joined Congregation Bethel. As was common in that era, Ann and Dottie stayed home to raise the children. Once they reached school age, these women looked for an outlet for their organizational and creative abilities, and they looked to Bethel. They each brought a deep commitment to Judaism, to promoting Jewish values in the home, and to recognizing that other young women like themselves needed to come together for community and for socializing. Dottie told me, "We did everything," and I believe her. I put a long list of their accomplishments next to Dottie's pins upstairs, but I wanted to tell you just a few. They planned sisterhood Shabbats, as we do, but theirs were only on Fridays. In 1971, the sisterhood organized a champagne party and art auction. The sisterhood ladies cooked and baked, as they always did for these occasions, and Chaim Gross was commissioned to create a lithograph. 100 of these lithographs were printed and sold to benefactors, and one copy hangs on the wall next to the rabbi's office. Take a look the next time you pass down that hall. Another project was weaving Torah covers under the supervision of Ellen Weisborg. During these years, they organized bus trips to New York City to see plays, and one flyer stated, "Bus, tickets, and lunch, $20. Ann would go to the synagogue every Friday afternoon to make sure that the staff had polished the silver and that everything was set up properly for Shabbat. And Dottie assured me that they would encourage every woman to join a committee, even if it was just to pour tea out of that silver tea service. Dottie, and I am honored to be the one to tell your stories. You have both given so much of yourselves to Bethel, to the Jewish Theological Seminary, and to Judaism. I'm proud to present a certificate One to each of you.
So sweet.
There we go.
Isn't that beautiful?
Dottie Klein, honored for her outstanding service and is thereby named Woman of Achievement. A gift has been made in your name to the Torah League, Torah Fund campaign, Women's League for Conservative
Isn't that
Judaism.
lovely? Thank you.
And Anne will receive hers on Monday.
All right. Go ahead.
Dottie, if you would like to say anything.
Well, as I say, I have belonged to Bethel for 59 years.
Wow.
I did everything here, and of course was chairman of the Torah Fund for many, many years. And in those days, the women didn't work, so they cooked and made lunch, and a couple of them, Adele Liebersfeld, and would write a show, and they'd have a musical show, and we'd have like at least 125, 150 ladies showing up, and it was just lovely, and we always enjoyed everything we did at Temple, and it certainly meant a great deal to me, and my family who are here tonight knew that, and it was a very big part of my life. And I thank you very much. It was very sweet of you. I'm sorry Ann wasn't here. She would have enjoyed it too. I'll tell her all about it. Thank you so much.
I do want to make sure everyone has had a chance to talk with Barbara.
Barbara
And
Brina.
Dottie's daughter and granddaughter, who are here from New York.
Came from
So happy that you could share this evening with us.
Thank you.
Oh, so sweet. So sweet.
And now the rabbi.
Yeah.
So Dottie, you said Bethel is special to you, and we all know that by the way you've lived your life, and every time you're in synagogue, we can see that joy. But we want to tell you that you are special to Bethel. And Anne, we want to tell you that too. Your dedication to sisterhood, to JTS, to the synagogue, and like Norma said, just to Jewish life. I mean, you're always in the front row at services, smiling and greeting people, and such an important part of everything we do at the spirit of Bethel. And Barbara was saying that when she was in Hebrew school, she was told that she needed to behave because her mother was a very important person in the synagogue. That was nice. It was like, sort of teaching the next generation to rise up to.
That was a different time.
But that was wonderful, And you all worked. Right? You worked very hard, and you gave of your efforts and your energy to build a beautiful community that we all benefit from. So Dahlia and Aaron and a number of us in this room who studied at JTS or whose children studied at JTS, we've benefited in that way from your work. But all of us enjoying the community of Congregation Bethel, we've benefited from your love and your dedication. So thank you very much. And Mazel Tov.
Francine Levine.
Right here, from
Where are you?
Thank all of you for coming, for special ladies. And I also wanted to, big thank you to two special women, Marion and Eileen. I'm basically a guest here. They put together everything. I mean, what can I do? They say nothing. Thank you very much. They've done it too. This is my second year, and they've done it for me for 2 years, and I really, really appreciate it. And Dottie still continues. She'll be there doing the flowers tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
I forgot, I want to tell you, Aaron, he was a great part of the school, and just to say to Dahlia, we're all very proud of you. it's just a joy to see a student who's full of passion and energy and joy, and we hope you get out of JTS soon so you can spread that throughout the world.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Fritz.
Thank you. And dessert is upstairs.